So, a very excited day today has been for Spider-Verse fans, including me. I'm a fucking huge Spider-Verse fan. We have seen screenshots, and apparently there is a trailer that people at CinemaCon in Las Vegas got shown. So hopefully we get to see that soon, but there's nothing about seeing the trailer yet. But we have got descriptions and we have got screenshots. So let's yap about it. If you don't know who I am, which won't be a surprise because this is my third ever YouTube video and this is my first time having like a Speedpaint yap. I'm Stario, aka Josie. Massive Spider-Verse fan if I haven't said enough. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So, I have seen sources, specifically from Twitter, where we've been given a description of what this trailer, shows. So it says, the scene picks up right where the second film left off, with Miles stranded in the Earth 42 dimension, which is also when he's, chained up to the punching bag, and Uncle Aaron's there, and his variant, who's the Prowler of that Earth. It says that Prowler Miles mocks Miles for not saying Morales with a proper accent. So it's basically, people have described it to be kind of a funny scene. It's not like they're constantly going at each other's throats. Miles tries to explain to the Prowler Miles and 42 Aaron what canon events are and how his dad in the other dimension might die. Which, as we also know, Miles was also trying to do that at the end of Across the Spiderverse. From there, since Prowler Miles had accidentally electrified Miles when, knocking him out and punching him and whatever, in this moment, as Miles is strapped to the punching bag, he says, "Don't watch the mouth, watch the hands." And as you know, that's what Peter told him the first time Miles and Peter met. So that is really, really interesting. But as Miles says this, he uses his charge to release the chains. And we also see his skeleton ignite in the zap, which is a really nice exaggeration with the animation to really show Miles's powers. So that is something that's not also just, the lore context interesting. That's also, visually interesting. And then following this is an intense montage that showed all the returning characters from Across the Spiderverse. I'm guessing this also means, Spider-Noir, Spider-Ham, stuff like that, as I also saw a tweet saying that, those characters will return. And following this, there's an epic battle against the Spot and Miguel O'Hara. Finally, this is gonna be really fucking interesting. I'm really, really excited to see this. This is gonna be, really interesting to see. I'm really excited. This also ends saying that Kingpin also made an appearance in the montage. From another description I am now looking at, an enticing image shows Aaron and Miles' father in the past committing criminal activities in a letterbox retro aesthetic. So this is from the screenshot that we have already been given and seen. So we know the context behind that now, which is really interesting, and it's really interesting about the fact that we get to look back in their history together. And, seeing that Uncle Miles from Miles' universe is, seeing him again is really interesting. I've said interesting too many times. It's really nice to get to know the history and the backstory behind Jeff and Aaron. So I'm really looking forward to that as well, and it will probably be very, like, sad. This is going to be a very... Oh, yeah, that's another thing. It's been described as going to be the most emotional movie yet. It's going to be so emotional. So, oh my god. Apparently, other striking images include Gwen Stacy crossing an interdimensional bridge, a series of Spider-Man going through a neon cityscape, Spider-Man 2099... So Miguel O'Hara standing in front of several giant portals opening up, and an utterly terrifying shot of a much more sinister Spot saying, "I just want to be taken seriously," as he drains the life out of everything around him. If that's the multiverse or being just in Miles' universe or both, I don't know. But this sounds so interesting. Talking about the screenshots we have already seen. Holy hell. So the first one we have is Miles and his dad, and it looks like they're having like a very, like, what's the word? Is the word intimate? A very, like, loving moment. I don't know if it's going to be some kind of memory, or this is going to be kind of like a flashback to where these two have, like, spoken, or if this is, like, I don't know. I mean, from the fact that we've seen footage from, like, the start of the movie and stuff like that, I wouldn't think it would be at the end of the movie to show the strength of their relationship, but we don't know, obviously. But it's very, like, this is such an emotional image. Like, this just shows so much love that the two characters have for each other. The second image we see is Miguel O'Hara once again having Miles in a chokehold. What is up with Miguel, like, throwing Miles by the throat? Like, what is wrong with this guy? As much as I love you, Miguel, why? Question mark. But I also know, like, I saw someone say that the interesting thing about this image is that Miles has Miguel's colours. He's blue and red, but Miguel has the colours of the Spot. He's black and white, obviously with that glitchy effect to probably, you know, immerse that. I think it might be a way to, like, immerse the whole anomaly thing, how he destroyed another world by being some kind of anomaly. This is very visually interesting. I'm really excited. I love these images because a lot of them so far, especially with the past ones with Miles and Prowler Miles, there's like these really bold, bright strokes and these really interesting glitch effects. And it's like, wow. Anyways, the third image has got Hobie, and there's text around it that says, "Gonna save your dad." Gonna save your dad. Hell yeah. And this is another really interesting frame because we don't really see much about Hobie's world. We don't really see much about Hobie's world, but, like, what we have seen so far is that it's very scribbled on. It's kind of like a collage of British magazines that they've just put together and scribbled crayons and markers and pencil over it. And it's really nice getting to see this perspective of Hobie's universe. This could mean that I have seen someone say that maybe Miles and stuff are gonna be in Hobie's world, which will be really interesting. And also that means more screen time for Hobie's universe, because that also means more screen time for Hobie's world, which I really want to see because, like I said, it's like a really interesting collage kind of style, and it's very, I don't know the words. It's like very scrapbooky, and I'm really interested with Hobie's style. I really want to see it more, as, you know, we only got to see it a little bit from when Hobie was doing his introduction in Across the Spiderverse. So I really do want to see a bit more of Hobie's universe, see more of the style of Hobie's universe. And I don't know, maybe like the people as well, a bit more up close, because I want to see more styles of other citizens. Like, I want to see the style of other characters in Hobie's universe and see if it's similar to Hobie or not. But it would be very, very interesting. And then it comes to the fourth image, which, as we can see, as we talked about earlier, is young Aaron and young Jeff. And as described earlier, they're doing some kind of criminal activity. So it's a nice, like, backstory thing of the two characters. And I'm really excited to see it, and I'm really excited to know more about Jeff and Aaron's past with each other. As, like, I feel like we've barely got anything about it, only, like, Jeff's word of it, and little bits from Into the Spider-Verse. I just really want to get to know Aaron's character a lot more. I want to understand their past a lot more, and, you know, how much that impacts Jeff and Miles. So I'm really, really excited to see that. I think for now that is all the information or the stuff I want to yap about these Spider-Verse screenshots and Beyond the Spider-Verse and stuff like that. I am literally shaking in my seat. Like, I am so excited for this movie so much, and I really can't wait to get to know, like, so many more characters and stuff. But yeah, I hope you like the video, question mark. And I hope you like the speed paint and my yap, because this is just a random video I'm trying out. Okay, Spider-Verse is my biggest interest. I love Spider-Verse. So I just thought it would be interesting to show a speed paint of my Spider-Verse styled things that I've done for college, and just my opinions or what I've seen about Beyond the Spider-Verse already. So I hope you like this video. Please like the video and subscribe if you want to see more of me. I do vlogs. I'm going to do more art videos, speed paints, you know, all the wacky, whimsical stuff. I don't know. So thank you very much. I will see you guys later.